Hello, everyone. I do apologize for being out of the loop for so long, but I am back slowly but surely, trying to get back into the roll of things. It's just things got hectic. Things are still hectic. Lots of transitions and stuff. Um, but I'm glad that I'm able to make sure that I can, not make sure, but that I'm glad that I'm able to make the time. So today, what are we going to start with? Cancer. So let's start with Cancer. So this reading is going to be for Cancers. Um, we are in Virgo season, so it's like August, September type of thing. But I hope it resonates. Got that super moon coming in, and that's part of it. I want to get it ready. Virgo, trying to establish a new foundation, but you don't know. You're unsure. You're kind of jaded about stuff right now. Oh, let's see. For Cancer, okay. Felt like Virgo for a minute. Like, unless you're dealing with a Cancer. Unless you're dealing with a Virgo. Alright. Why am I shuffling so much? Anyways, this is the Urban Tarot in case you're interested. I'm like, why is there so much shuffling? Cancer. What are you guys going through? Don't mind my hair. It's been a day. This is the Urban Tarot in case you're interested. Really like it. It's pretty modern. A little intense in the illustrations, but it's still good. I have another one that's even more intense in the illustrations, but I don't know. All right, Cancer. Let's take a look at what messages we have for you. Remember, this is all based on whatever the current energies are. Nothing is set in stone. You do have your own sense of free will, so please make the choice that is in your highest interest. Thank you, Prince of Cups. La 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 la. So you may be feeling yourself at this moment, a little love for yourself. You're envisioning. What about Cancer? What the hell's going on? You're envisioning, right? So this is the Prince of Cups. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I think this is a Pisces card. I could be wrong. But the point here is Cancer. I think you're kind of feeling yourself, like a salt bag type of energy. And I love it. I love it for you. Shoot, I love it for me. But this is about you, Cancer. And look at that. I like it. Not only are you feeling yourself, loving on yourself, but you're also, this is a good but, okay? You are also envisioning. You're seeing the bigger picture. Are you seeing the possibilities? What are you envisioning, right? I'm curious. I'm asking, what are you envisioning, right? And I think too that's to help you. Oh, that's a mirror effect. I didn't realize. Oh, snap. So, are you living? What are you envisioning? Are you working towards that you were envisioning? Do you see the bigger picture? And what's really interesting are the angles. So are you seeing things from a different perspective? Are you seeing things from a different perspective? Are you seeing things from all angles? Are you anticipating all the different possibilities? And I know that sounds a little bit more like overthinker energy, but I think this is more to protect yourself in a way as well. This could also be if you have children. What is this? The Prince? I'm trying to think. They have actual knights. So the Prince is like the Page of Cups, right? Very weird. Very weird. My hand felt heavy, like someone grabbed it and wanted to move it. Maybe they want me to keep still. There's something here. I'll bring it closer. There's something here. Let me take a... Oh, okay. It really is about looking at things from different points of views, different lens. Like, right, for example, I got my glasses on, right? So if I switch them out for another pair, I'm also switching the lenses, right? I'm seeing things from a different perspective. If I go outside in the sun with these are transitional, so I'm still going to be able to see, but my eyes are protected. So I'm going to post this up a little bit more. You see how that's a square here? So his face. Look how the angle is changed. Went from a rectangle to a square, right? To the person in the center. So I'm kind of wondering, are you putting enough effort into yourself? Are you looking deeper? I feel like Cancer, this is more just about you. Are you looking deeper into yourself? Are you envisioning yourself not just currently or short term, but also for the long term, Cancer? Very interesting. The filmmaker, you have this is your opportunity to create your movie. A major film is in the works, right? You're a big Hollywood producer. This is your chance to break into Hollywood, kind of. Like those are the types of vibes. And maybe you actually are trying to break into Hollywood. What do I know? You know? But that's very important. Like, are you seeing things from the different angles, different lenses, different perspectives? And are you seeing deep? Right? Are you looking within deep? Are you looking a long term? Right? So that's important. And being able to anticipate possibilities, possible results can help you to be better prepared for any changes that you need to make. And I say that because I don't know if you heard me. I had just said whoa just a moment ago, and that was because as I'm looking at it and I'm trying to talk, when I looked at my timer because I could see how long I'm recording for here on my phone, it said 5:55. I'm like, oh, changes. So I think there are changes that need to be made. The focus needs to be more on you and going deeper within. Interesting. Now, you didn't get to see. See, my setup is a little different. Um, I have moved. It's different. Anyway, it's just different. You got a whole booklet. You got about 1/3 of the deck here, maybe 1/4, right? But what's interesting, changes. Why are changes needed? Look at this. You got the Five of Pentacles, right? That is worry. So there's worries about your health. There's worry about yourself. Worry about finances, career. There is worry, and worries about money, your wealth, your abundance. It could be for so many reasons. Like maybe you lost your job, or you're not you've been looking for a job for so long, and it just hasn't come up. And believe me, I know the feeling. I just got hired again. Um, and I just wasn't happy with the last place. It was good. It was just I wanted to go and try something else. It wasn't working, so you know, and so and could the finances be related to your health? Like, are you able to? Are you going to be able to? How are you going to be able to afford your medications, right? Your treatments. Maybe not for you, it could be for somebody else. I did want to say that Page of Cups, because this is the Prince, right? You may have a child who's also a water sign. All right, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, probably very likely Pisces. I feel like that's more of a Piscean card, right? Which would make sense because Pisces is the last water sign. I'm not too sure. Don't, like, don't, doesn't have to be. But if it is a child, your child is, especially if they're a Pisces, but it doesn't have to be. They may be starting to look at things from different angles. They may begin to start understanding more than you thought, starting to process certain things in different ways, trying to either better understand you or the environment around them. I mean, that's just a possibility. And because why there's worry about money. Maybe your child is, worried about what's going to happen if things don't change. Okay, so we're going to go through the whole book. New love, right? A new opportunity, Ace of Cups. Could be new love for the self, a new member to the family, to the home, you know. Queen of Wands, the public defender. So I feel like this is the energy that you're embodying, or you are connected to a Queen of Wands. It could be either or. If this is the energy you're embodying, you feel like you are protecting your family. You need to protect your home, your family, your finances, everything related to your domestic affairs. Um, and you're very strong and adamant about it, and you're not alone either. You do have protection, you do have guidance, right? um, if you are connected to a Queen of Wands, it could be that because this is Prince of Cups, it could be a crush, it could be a younger water sign who may be interested in an older person, right? An older woman, a Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That is a possibility. Then we have the matriarch. So she would be, oh, she's the Queen of Discs. Oh, this is two queens together. So this is the energy. You're Cancer, not only. Let's say you're the one who's interested in this possible Queen of Wands now. They could be a Queen of Wands themselves, or they could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or they could be an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It could be either this is the energy that this person that you're looking at, that you are beginning to develop a crush for, have feelings for. This is the vibe, the energy that they are exuding at this current time. This is how you feel about them, that they're very strong, they're very stable, right? There is a strong, like in the Queen of Wands, it's a strong sense of justice, right? A strong will to her. I really, it's like a quiet strength in a way. Like she doesn't have to speak, she doesn't have to say much. You look at her and you know already, you know, it's you know what's up with the Queen of Wands, okay? And again, and I find it really interesting because in comparison to the Queen of Discs, there are no. Am I looking? Yeah, no. The Queen of Discs, Queen of Earth, right? Queen of Pentacles. She is much older, so she has well established grounding in her areas of finances and career and everything. So maybe this is what this person is embodying between the two. She's very strong in her own way. It could be also that you're have a possibility of being able to choose between two people, and a fire sign and an earth sign. But it's overwhelming. Why are you so overwhelmed? That's the Fool. Overwhelmed because it's time to take a leap of faith. No more staying in the background. No, it's time for you to to take that leap of faith, look, you have guidance, you have protection. Not only that, not maybe you actually have a pet dog. That is a dog, right? And then you have communication coming in. So, or that could be because it looks like a dove, so it could be like a spirit guide, right? Representative of guardian angels and things like that. So, and there's a few. There's three birds in the background. So, are you going to take this risk? Are you going to take this opportunity? Hangman. It's a need for a new perspective. Looking at things from a different angle in order to free yourself from this sense of limbo. It's like, do I take it? Do I not? You know, do you have the courage to do it? Can you go for it? We see the Princess of Cups. Very interesting. So not only do we have the Prince of Cups, now we have the Princess. Kind of wish that I could, because I really want you guys to see. Oh, my nose. So sorry. So sorry. There we go. Don't topple over. Don't topple over. Don't topple over. Yay. I have a mess. You guys gotta excuse me. Like I said, it's been hectic. All right. Gotta go through a lot of papers. So what I find interesting is that, so we have the Prince of Cups here. All right. I'm going to try to put, and then we have the Princess of Cups. So is it a masculine energy? Is it a feminine energy? Both of them are out, so it could be either or. Maybe, but more than anything, there's this offer coming in. See, here, the Prince of Cups is interested in the different angles, the different points of view. But the Princess of Cups is happy. Right? She's enjoying herself doing what she loves, what she enjoys. And, you know, it's the creation. The creation is seeing it through from beginning to end, right? The completion of it. Really interesting going from one to the other, just with this, just in this deck alone. Next we have the Prince of Wands. So a lot of page energy. So it's like a new beginning in something. And maybe that's why it seems so overwhelming. Because it's like you're very, maybe Cancer, you feel like you got this in the bag. Like you feel so, you want to run with it, right? You got this new opportunity and you want to run with it. You have this new sense of maybe self-love. You have this new sense of love for something that you're doing, because it doesn't really seem romantic, not with the cards that I'm seeing. We're not really seeing a couple here, right? It seems like you changed because you started looking things from other angles. You started looking deeper within, looking deeper into a situation, what the benefits are, and it makes you happy. Not only does it make you happy, makes you want to do things, create things, you know, it makes you want to go for it. Really communicate, really be vocal, and make sure, because this is the journalist, although this is the Prince of Wands, this Prince of Wands is the journalist, right? And what does the journalist do? They investigate and give the news. So that's what you want to do. You want to create and you want to investigate. You want to be sure of what you're talking about. You don't want to be reckless with the mouth, and you're going to be very successful. This is the Chariot. All right. So when you take that leap of faith, you can look at it this way, right? You take that leap of faith, and you can land on the car, right? And what's really interesting is that even though this is your card, Cancer, okay, this is really your energy, we don't have that sense of duality here anymore that we usually see in traditional tarot. Here it's One vehicle landed. You jumped off that roof and you landed. Right? So there's like a sense of victory with that. And now you know the direction that you want to go in. And maybe that's what it is. What direction do you want to go in? What direction, what lens do you want to look at this through so it can be successful ever and much more fulfilling than whatever it was in the past? Chariot and justice. I mean, justice following chariot is great. It's all in your favor, right? It's the balancing of good and evil, pros and cons, things like that. So you have a very, not that, well, yes, you do have a strong sense of balance, of fairness, right? But it's a sense of victory that is meant for you, is more what I feel like. Oh, but you have to be careful, right? You have to be careful. Seven of Swords, futility. So there's something or someone maybe trying to, you know, um, see you fall. But you got to stand strong. If this is about the workplace, you need to stand 10 toes down in what you believe in and mind your business. And don't get involved in that nonsense. You got to make sure you set your boundaries. Because somebody's watching you, more than likely an air sign, right? I wanted to say Scorpio. Libra. Libra was another one I really wanted to say. So you could have a Scorpio or a Libra watching you, watching your moves. Because you never know who's a hater, who's a background fan, right? So, um, yeah, haters are fans. Don't worry about it. In deep within, they know, but it is what it is. So you could have a Libra, you could have a Gemini or an Aquarius, and it could be either somebody's going to come in and communicate certain things that can be kind of like those jabs. It could be very passive aggressive. They could be very nonsensical. So that could be something that you might want to watch out for, right? The different types of communication that are going to come across, and maybe you need to avoid that, and you avoid that by staying firm, right? And not getting involved because it's not necessary. Next, we have the Emperor. Ooh. So we have the Prince of Swords, who's the hacker, followed by an Emperor. Huh. Yeah, it almost seems like somebody wants to block what you have, or what's already begun for you. Somebody's trying to block it. We have, we saw the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Prince of Swords, the hacker, right? So they could be spying in on you, right? Social medias, whatever, right? And then we have the Emperor. For me, the Emperor is an Aries or a Virgo. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Virgos are underestimated. So, Aries or Virgo for me, for the Emperor. You could be watched. You could be being watched by this Emperor. This could be a boss. This could be someone obviously older and in an authoritative position, right? Because that's who he is. Right? And what you got to be careful of was with, in case of any gossip or any nonsense, you make sure you stand your ground and you're very clear, because they could be going and telling this person all this nonsense. We have the Emperor followed by the Star. And then Nine of Wands, Fortitude. So maybe somebody figured out I kind of feel like somebody figured out the truth about something and giving you another opportunity. And there was a need for you to go deep down within. And what is it that you really wanted? You needed to really figure that out. And remember, we saw that with the Prince of Cups, right? Having to look deep within, look at things from different angles, different perspectives. You have a bunch of, not a bunch, but you got some serious cards. It is a little, I'm going to say, exhausting. And then you have the Six of Pentacles, success. So you are going to, hopefully, this Virgo season, you'll see some success. You'll finally, that worry that you had with the finances is finally going to clear up. You'll finally get, some sort of income coming through, some sort of, it could be in the form of a gift, your first paycheck. In a minute, maybe whatever that was held back finally is coming forward. And I believe that is that. At the bottom, we have the Mage, that's the Magician, the Universe, Eight of Swords, Interference, Princess of Swords. Very interesting, right? Prince of Cups, Princess of Cups, Prince of Swords, and now we see the Princess of Swords, and she's the activist. She is a defender. So you had somebody, whether you know it or not, somebody was involved in trying to bring your downfall. And I think as people got to know you, yeah, they realized that they were wrong. Okay, yeah, because you got the Queen of Swords, you have a female air sign, Gemini, why do I want to say Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So be careful of the Virgos too. They may be feeling left out once they see that you're starting to do well, right? Because we have the Hermit there. They may need to go deep inside, but the Queen of Swords, followed by Five of Swords, like she's the one who was backstabbing you. All right, Cancer. So there's possible air sign who was the one defaming you in some way, shape, or form. And then you have two people here: the Knight of Discs, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Princess of Swords, that got together, and they also tried to create. I don't know. Yeah, they also tried to create. You got Eight of Swords. Get yourself in your head. Or maybe you were trying to, move towards your goal, what you wanted to do, and you're trying to stand up for yourself. You're trying to, set your boundaries and all. But you find yourself still with some sort of negative thought process. But things are changing for you, and what you've been trying to manifest is finally coming through. So you are going to see some successes, thankfully, during this Virgo season. All right, Cancer. So that was a really interesting read. I do appreciate this opportunity for reading for you. You can check me out over on TikTok. I have some readings up there as well. And remember, always make the best decision. To always make the decision that is in your highest interest, okay? All right, my dear Cancers, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And until we read again, bye.